Today on Rappler. President Marcos' state visit to China expected to help avoid miscalculation in the West Philippine Sea. President Marcos orders a continued suspension of electronic sabong or cockfighting nationwide. A major outage hits Twitter, the first since billionaire Elon Musk took over as CEO. Pope Francis asks for prayers for former Pope Benedict, who is very sick. And Filipinos turn to humor in the aftermath of a SIM card registration mess. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s state visit to China is expected to improve direct communication between the two countries to avoid mishaps in the West Philippine Sea. The Foreign Affairs Department says the bilateral agreement is set to be signed by Philippine Foreign Secretary Enrique Manalo and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Nathaniel Imperial says the deal was made to avoid miscalculation and miscommunication in the West Philippine Sea, the part of the South China Sea that belongs to the Philippines but is claimed by China. Marcos' state visit to China comes as the Asian superpower deals with a surge of COVID-19 cases. It will be a very quick visit for the jet-setting Philippine president who has visited 6 countries in his first 6 months in office. He will arrive in China late January 3 and will leave by January 5. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. orders a continued suspension of electronic sabong or cockfighting operations nationwide. Executive Order No. 9, released to the media on Thursday, December 29, suspends the live streaming or broadcasting of live cockfights outside cockpits, cockfighting arenas. Online, remote, or off-cockpit wagers or betting on live cockfighting matches or activities streamed or broadcast live are also prohibited. The nationwide suspension of e-sabong has been in place since May 3, ordered by then-President Rodrigo Duterte. On December 20, the PNP announced at least 5 policemen were dismissed from service for alleged involvement in the abduction of an e-sabong executive. Twitter Inc. suffers a major outage Wednesday, December 28, leaving tens of thousands of users globally unable to access the popular social media platform. It took several hours before services appeared to come back online. The incident is the social media site's first apparent widespread service disruption since billionaire Elon Musk took over as CEO in late October. Down Detector, a website that tracks outages, shows more than 10,000 affected users from the United States, about 2,500 from Japan, and about 2,500 from the UK at the peak of the disruption. Most of the reports come from the users saying they faced technical issues accessing the social network via web browser. Musk tweets later on Wednesday that, quote, significant back-end server architecture changes had been rolled out and that, quote, Twitter should feel faster, but his post did not make any reference to the downtime reported by users. Pope Francis says former Pope Benedict XVI is very sick. Bishops urge Catholics to keep Benedict in their thoughts after the Vatican released a statement saying Benedict suffered a sudden worsening of his health. The Vatican statement says Benedict is receiving constant medical attention and his condition is under control. Italian news report says he's suffering from respiratory problems over the Christmas period. The Vatican did not give any details of his condition. Since resigning, Benedict has been living in a former convent inside the Vatican gardens. Benedict announced his intention to resign on February 11, 2013, saying he no longer had the physical and mental strength to run the church. Francis succeeded him on March 13, 2013. Filipinos online turned to humor through congratulatory memes, with some going viral in the process in the aftermath of SIM registration glitches. 21-year-old Ian Asor was one of the first users who went viral for his take on the post, garnering 22,000 reactions and around 9,600 shares. Asor humorously captioned this post, "Thank you, Lord. After months of preparation, my TNT SIM card is now finally registered. #TNTPasser." Some social media users likened their successful SIM card registration experience to passing a board exam. Manila-based student Nicole Gray tells Rappler she decided to put an RS or registered SIM title beside her name as she thought she looked like a medical school graduate in her post. The National Telecommunications Commission says over 3 million SIM cards have been registered as of Wednesday, December 28. And that's today's wrap. I'm Paterno S. Makel. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.